Hi, and welcome to my channel, C'est La Vie Dawn. So today I am honored to be collabing with my friend Joan from Thrift Queen for the $10 Thrift Flip Christmas Edition Challenge. So Joan always does $10 thrift flips. She hasn't done any for a while because of COVID-19, and I asked her if she was going to do a Christmas one. She asked others if there was any interest, and there definitely was. So she actually invited me to collab with her on this. So Joan, thank you. I am very grateful. I will leave Thrift Queen's channel in my description box below. Please check her out, as well as the playlist of all of the creators that join this challenge. So the rules are, we could not spend more than $10, including supplies, on a used thrifted piece. Now, Joan is never picky with her rules. You could find something in your basement, your husband's garage. Well, you may have a garage. Mine's my husband's. Your basement, the side of the road, you know, anything. So for my piece, I actually did not pay anything for this. It is a wooden bird feeder, and I believe it's pine, and it's made by a child, you can see. And I just thought this would be so cute to make a Christmas decor piece out of this. Now, it did have this nylon rope on it. I am going to use some jute rope from my stash, which I have right here. I already have this in my stash. Everything else I'm showing you I already had in my stash. I'm going to be using some Tuscan red paint, some black, and some white acrylic paint already from my stash. I'm going to use these canning jars. I'm a canner, so I have all sorts of canning jars. This size fit perfectly in this bird feeder. I'm going to be using some ribbon. This ribbon was already on the jars from previous projects. It's just red gingham. I don't know if I'm going to use that or not yet, but I might, or I have ribbon in my stash. I have enough ribbon to wrap the world. And I'm also going to use some florals from previous Christmases, grab bags that I've gotten at Michael's after Christmas. So I'm going to be using some greenery from my stash, possibly from the outdoors as well. I just haven't decided yet. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to give this bird feeder a coat, a couple, I don't know how many coats it's going to need, but I'm just going to. So we have it all painted. I didn't bother painting to the bottom because I only have so much paint. The roof part, I did 2 coats just to get the crayon or pencil crayon off. So now I'm just taking some of the black paint, and I'm just going to take a dry rag, just towels I've ripped apart, and I'm just going to dip a little bit in, and I'm just going to bring little bits of black all throughout the roof, just to give it a little age. I might even, in some corners, give it a little bit more, just very faint, just to make it look kind of old and ragged. Happy with the distressing. With the black distressing, I've done the corners, I've done the roof edges, done a little bit inside, just to give it that worn, aged look a barn or something that's been outside can get look with wood. So I'm just going to set this aside, and I'm going to work on, I'll just set it here so you guys can see what I'm doing, is I'm going to be adding 4 jars of these canning jars I showed you guys, and I'm going to be putting each jar in. 4 of this size fit perfect, these little jam jars. Okay, so I have in my stash some of these mini white and some mini red and white poinsettias that I'm going to be taking off the stems. I do have some some beat up ones that have some of these berries. I also have this garland here with some holly. Anyway, I'm just going to work and just fill these jars with different colors. And I was thinking of going every other one red, one white. So here is what it looks like with the jars and the flowers in the bird feeder. In my stash, I found some buffalo check gingham. I am going to use that. And what I'm going to do, this is a pretty thick one. I am just going to cut, now this is wire ribbon, so I'm first going to take a piece and just cut the wire and then just, now I can use my scissors. Don't want to wreck any more scissors. I've wrecked many scissors doing that. And then all I'm going to do with this piece is, I want this very farmhouse rustic looking. So I'm just going to take it and I am just ripping it. Then I am going to pull the wire out and I'm going to pull it out of this side. And I am just going to take some lengths and I am just going to tie it around each jar. All right, so now I have the jars, the flowers with the bows on. So now I'm just going to make a simple bow for the top and add my hanger. So I just decided to make a crazy simple bow. It's been busy. So I just took some of this ribbon and I've made some lengths. I think this is the longest one. And I'm just going to get my hot glue gun. And there's the bow all scrunched up. Now we just work at it. Well, the glue's drying, I'm just holding it down. And I'm just going to work the bow. And then I'm going to take some of the poinsettia that I have left over. And I'm just going to put a poinsettia, a couple poinsettias on here. Put the white one in the center because it's the big one. I'm going to add 2 of the red ones, making sure I have the exact same ones, to each side. And then one right here. And there is my bow. So I'm going to take my bow, and I have rough nail up here. So I am just going to place my bow right at the top, and I am going to just hot glue it up here in the corner. So now I'm taking some jute and I'm just going to put the hanger back in. Okay, so now I'm just going to take some battery lights. I like to have them on when I'm working with them. I'm just putting the back part, or the battery pack in at the back part, and I'm just going to start putting these through. And there you have this adorable transformed bird feeder. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel where I do DIYs, hauls, thrift shopping, thrift flips, paper crafting, and much, much more. I'd also like to thank all the participants for taking part in the collab Joan and I did together. And thank you so very much, Thrift Queen, for inviting me in on this collab. Don't forget to check out the playlist, everyone. Take care, and I am excited to see everyone's flips.